Oh
sure.
man. So tell us a little bit, because obviously I had to look up your IMDb, and what is Hunted?
I forget that I'm on there. I think somebody else made that. I think somebody else made that for me.
Here we go.
You want to be like? Sensitivity equals fucking poverty.
Insensitive Culture, the podcast. Check it out, homie.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to episode 135 of Insensitive Culture. As always, you know me.
What's up, what?
You know my guy over here.
And that fool blazer, Ramon.
On the other end, is always, and we
Insensitive
are.
Culture, the podcast. Make sure you check it out, homie.
I'm over here hitting all kind of stuff, but today we have a real special clap because I'm extremely excited about this conversation we're about to have with Mr. David Brubaker, also known as Semi-Stupid. If you don't follow him on TikTok, then you are completely stupid because you should check out his content. What's up, dude? How you doing?
I'm good, man. I'm good. Thanks for the intro.
Of course, man. I'm extremely happy to be talking to you today. I see your face all the time, and I have to avoid telling my girlfriend that you are on camera right now because she's gonna be here trying to kick down my door to talk to you herself.
Oh, nice. So she likes me too. I know I have a majority.
Yeah, she's a huge fan.
Majority of my fans are male, so it's nice when you get the females in there.
Oh, dude,
Right
it's hilarious what you do, and honestly, I want to say you were the first person to do the content the way that you do. For those of you who are unfamiliar, I know very early on started mixing in a lot of the content with, or like little clips with movie scenes and making your own content off of that. Tell us how you even came up with that concept.
Well, I mean, it's been around. You know, I'm sure you guys have seen it. I think MTV did it a lot with their when they were at the MTV Movie Awards and stuff like that. And I had played around with it a few times. Like before I got on TikTok, I played around with it on Instagram a little bit. Maybe just like a few videos here and there, but you know, nothing ever really took off. Nothing ever really took off until TikTok. So that's how I consistently started doing it. Was I took one of my old ones that I had posted on Instagram like a year and a half prior, and it was the one, I don't know if you've seen it, but it was the one with Chuck Norris, and he brings the kid and he's like, Walker told me I have AIDS. I was like, oh, bummer, dude. But yeah, it was just like a quick one, and I reposted it on TikTok, and it started doing really good. And then I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna start doing these. Like, I was just focusing on like Chuck Norris, and then I started getting people wanting to do like other action heroes, you know, like Arnold or Van Damme or Steven Seagal. So I started out being, okay, I'm just gonna focus on these dudes and just do like old school 80s guys. And then that started to take off, and then it started to, everyone was like, do this movie, do this, do that. And I'm like, oh fuck, okay. And then it just kind of that became my thing, you know? It was just basically trying a bunch of different things, and then as soon as I saw one that like actually stuck and then gave me like an unlimited resource of content so I could be consistent with it, I was like, dude, this is it. This is what I got to stick to for at least a little while.
I love it, dude. I think what makes you really stick out is your acting chops, man. You keep a straight face the entire time. There's no, like, I believe your scenes in every scene that you're in. Have you taken like acting classes in the past?
I just started, actually. I started taking acting classes in August. Yeah. So that's my first one. So I was like, you know what? Because I want to, you know, leverage this to like, you know, start doing more acting stuff, not only for just my own channel and just to get better in general, but, you know, if I, want to start doing auditions and stuff like that, like I just want to get better at acting. So yeah, I'm finishing up my first class this week actually, but then jumping into another course right after. So yeah, just started So we'll see how it goes. It's been good so far. When you start taking acting classes, you don't realize like what is involved with it, like how much goes into it, and then like it gives you appreciation. Like because before I'd be like, when actors would give like these, when in interviews they'd ask them these questions and they'd be like, whoa, these in-depth, deep. I'm like, dude, chill, bro. It's just fucking acting. And then after going through like the class and learning what they do and how they prepare, I'm like, okay, I kind of get it now.
Yeah, you have a good base, man, because I can never tell. That's like the gift that some people have. I can never. It feels like you're in that scene with them, and I think that's a lot of your success right there. You do well.
Well, thanks, man.
Because yeah, you're welcome. I know I've tried a few of them, and and like similar type style video, obviously like inspired by you and a couple other people who do the more silent ones. But I know like trying to react to something that isn't actually happening is not easy, man.
Right. It takes some getting used to for sure. Like if you go back to like my early videos, even like when I first started making them, I did a lot where I was pretending somebody was there, and I look back at my old videos and I'm like, oh my God, that is fucking terrible, But I think it's just like, as you go along, you just keep at it. It gets more natural. And then even sometimes though, when I'm just sitting there, I'm looking at my blinds or a fucking plant and I'm trying to pretend that it's, George Clooney yelling at me or something. And it's like, I'm just like, what the fuck am I doing, dude?
Hey, it's working,
dude.
But,
when you're like watching something, if you're watching a movie or a TV show, like, will you come across a scene and be like, oh, that would be fucking perfect, and like you'll maybe record something in the future, or do you strictly just like take suggestions from people and things like that?
I don't ever do suggestions. And that actually rarely happens where I'm watching something and then I see something that would work. Because when I'm watching a movie or something, I'm like in it. And I've tried before to do that where I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna like actually pay attention and try to see if I could find something in this movie. And then I get into the movie and then I just forget. So most of my shit is I just go through YouTube for movie clips, or sometimes I'll just decide on a movie. And I'll be like, okay, I'm going to go through all the scenes I could find, and this is the movie I'm doing. I don't care what it is. I'm going to find something. So it just depends. Or I'll think back in some old movie I've already seen. I'll remember something, and I'll be like, oh, shit, that would be good.
What kind of time do you put into, like, filming? Like, those clips, they're not super, super long.
Yeah. Are you filming yourself, editing yourself, doing everything?
Yeah.
Like solo?
Yeah, so it's all myself. This is my fucking studio right here, bro. Fucking
right on.
Living room.
Love it.
But yeah, it just starts out with, like the starting my day is finding the movie clip. Well, so so I've been doing the movie clips for a while now, and I'm sure if you guys have been doing like a certain type of content, you guys could attest to this. Like you get, you've been doing something so long, you want to do something else. You get over it. It's not as exciting. So I'm reaching that point right now where I'm trying to kind of figure out another way to go, but also something where I could be consistent, because with this, I had an unlimited amount of content. So,
yeah.
And I'm still going to do this, just not going to be like every single day. Because right now, like, so, I'm getting burnt out from doing it because it's like, I don't know what other fucking movie to do. It's been 2 years and I'm like, sometimes I'm like, I don't know what scene to do anymore. Or like, what kind of dialogue can I do? What other joke can I do that I haven't already done? You know what I mean? Right. So I've reached that point, but to go back to the movies, it's just, find a movie scene, I chop up that scene and put it into Adobe, and then I just watch the one character, like 10 times in that scene and see what I could say. And then I just watch it, and then as I watch it, it just kind of comes to me. And I'm like, oh, okay, boom, boom. And then I just start recording immediately. So I don't write anything down. I just like think of it as I'm watching the clip, and then I start recording, and then I just do it.
Oh, I love it. I love that process. That's what we need to copy that.
Yeah, because
obviously
I
not to that extent, but
I found like when I would actually try to like write it down, I would like overthink it, you know? When I do it just off the top, it's like, it's the first thing that comes to my head. I don't care what it is. Yeah, it's more natural. And then it ends up being better. It ends up being funnier. The more I think about it, I'm like, I overthink that one first thing I thought about. Then I'm like, is that actually funny? No, let's try something else. And then, yeah.
no, I love it.
You ever cut it like midway through, like you start something and you're like, it's not fucking working, dude. I need to think of something else.
I've only done that with like 2.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
There was only 2 that I fully edited, and I was like, "This is trash. I'm not putting it out."
Damn.
But it was only 2, because normally, like, I went in this saying, like, I'm just gonna put it out no matter what. I don't care. It's just gonna move on to the next one right after I put it out, and you just never know what will pop off. But with these 2, I was like, no, these are really terrible. I'm not putting these out. Like, fuck it. And it was more of like. The sound was off too. Like it was like, cause some of these movie clips, it's hard to get the sound to match up with my sound. So if there's too much music or if like some other dialogue is overlapping that character's dialogue, I can't get rid of it. And so it was a little mixture of that too, where the sound was just off a little bit during the cuts on my scene and their scene. And, I fucking hate that. Like, I want the sound to be, like, pretty good, you know what I mean? Like, kind of at least somewhat fluid, but this was just way off, and I'm like, can't do it.
No, I have noticed that lately, as of late, you've been doing a lot more collaborations with a few people and putting out more of, like, the bat dog content and things like that, where it's just a little bit more... It seems a little bit more natural, as if you were steering away from the movie. So I like to see what that new content is going to be, man. I'll be looking out for that for sure.
Hell yeah.
Well, thanks, man. Yeah, it's going to be whatever, I don't know. We'll see. It's still going to be like some movies doubled in there, but like I'm just kind of testing things and trying a bunch of different shit, see what happens.
Hell yeah, I can't wait. What's up with I see that you posted up some stuff at Paramount, I believe. What's going on there?
Oh, yeah, it's a deal that we're doing with them. It's for one of their new TikTok channels called, what is it? Paramount Scares. And,
okay.
Yeah, we just did a thing where I was working with the agency that's working with them, and we did a 6-episode series where I jumped through their movies to promote, like, their Halloween movies. And so it's just like a 6-episode series that they're launching on their new TikTok channel.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's just like a brand. It was just a brand. It was like a brand deal.
That it sounds funny though. Just knowing you're attached to that sounds hilarious.
Yeah.
That green screen, I saw that you posted up like the green room, I guess is what it might be. I was like, holy shit, that's serious.
Yeah, I've never been in one of those before. That was crazy.
Made me rethink my whole thing.
I mean, yeah, because all I have is just that Elgato pull-up thing, and it's not very big, so I don't have room. Like, I can't do full body stuff, But with that, it was like, shit, you could do anything.
Yeah, that was awesome. I was
cool.
like, man, this man is getting into some crazy shit. Can't wait. I have another question for you. I know that you were previously on You Seem Cool with Joe Gatto from Impractical Jokers. And at the time you said that one of the people you wanted to work with was Will Smith. Now after the slap, is that still true?
No. Fuck no. That sucked, dude, because he was like one of my favorites. He just seemed like a legit guy. Not only was he a great actor, I loved all his movies. He was actually like motivational. And then like after that happened, then I would realize like, well, fuck, he's actually not a good person. Fuck this guy, He's just one of those entitled piece of shit celebrities. And I was like, ever since then, I was literally like, fuck him. I don't like anything he does.
Wow.
Yeah, no, that was fucked up, dude. It's almost like if The Rock killed a guy, because like I love The Rock, dude. Everything he does is fucking awesome, and it was the same way with Will Smith. He was like clean cut, but his movies were dope. And then he just, I don't know, got wild one night, dude. And it sucks for him, but choices, man.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Like it seemed like he had it all together, but obviously he's been bottling up some shit. So
yeah, you got to take on this persona, man. And some people don't know how to handle it when it comes time to be your natural self, man. That's why just be yourself at all times, and then that way people will accept you or deny you. But either way, you're you.
Just be you, man. Yeah, that's why I don't fucking look up to celebrities. Like, it's funny. I tell my girlfriend too. I'm like, because she's always like, "But you want to be one." Because I'm like, dude, I fucking hate celebrities. I hate actors. Because I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like they're all assholes except probably a select few. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
And I just don't trust any of them. I just feel like most of them are bad people. I don't know. That's just how I feel. Like there's actors that I like and I'm like, dude, their movies are awesome. But always in the back of my head, I'm like, yeah, but he's probably a fucking dickhead. And he's probably not a good person. And, there was a few. Will Smith was one that I thought was one of the rare ones. And I was like, damn, if he's like that, then fuck, who else is?
Right.
And who I always thought was evil even before it came out. And I was like, I fucking knew it was Ellen DeGeneres. I always was like, I don't know, man. There's something about her. She just seems fake nice. I bet you she's evil. She probably goes home and beats her dogs. And then all that shit came out, and I was like, I fucking knew it, dude. I knew it.
Called it.
It's the eyes. She has those evil ass eyes. You can just tell.
And all the dancing. What the fuck do you have to dance like that all the time for? That's
I didn't trust it. There's something about it, dude. I was just like, I don't know, man.
Well, that was a good call. I'm gonna start hitting you up.
Can we get a prediction? Who else do you feel might be a little off? Let's see if in the next year
it's probably the ones that are too fucking nice. I feel like the ones that everyone hates, like that are weird. Those are the ones that are probably genuine. Like I feel like, you know what I mean? Like Shia LaBeouf seems like he's all wacky and whatever and does all this weird shit. He's probably a cool dude. Like
What about Ezra Miller? Do we think Ezra Miller could be a good dude, possibly?
No, that guy's psycho, dude. I didn't even know about all that shit because I don't pay attention to that stuff. And then I saw something, and I was like, holy fuck, what's going on with this guy? And it was like, I saw some TikTok video that he had, like, broken into someone's house in Hawaii and, like, said, I'm going to light you on fire or something.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
The only one that I found justifiable is the fact the couple, I think, that he tried to assault because they were singing that Lady Gaga song
from
with Bradley Cooper. I was like, oh, okay, yeah, no, I hate that song. So
I actually like that song.
They just shoved it down your throat for so long.
They did.
Like, okay.
They did, yeah.
Okay.
Either way, 6 times in a row at the karaoke bar, I think, is a little too much.
No, yeah. Oh, sure. Man. So tell us a little bit, because obviously I had to look up your IMDb, and what is Hunted?
I forget that I'm on there. I think somebody else made that. I think somebody else made that for me.
Is it not legit then?
No, it actually is legit, like what's on there, because I've looked at it. No, that was a short film that I had done. What was it? When was it? You saw? Was that 3 years ago?
Yeah, it's 2020, it says.
Yeah, so 2 or 3 years ago. Yeah, it was just, and it wasn't comedy. It was like a drama, and I just wanted to do, I don't know, I just tried something, and I just wrote a little short film, and this was when I was living up in Idaho, and just got some local actors and people that I could find just through like fucking Craigslist and like looking at local talent agencies and trying to like reach out to some actors. But yeah, it's just a short film. It's about, basically it's about a guy whose daughter is dying from something, cancer, I think. And I need money to get her surgery, but broke, and then I basically come across a couple guys who had just robbed a bank, and then so I try to kill them and take the money to save my daughter. So it's like a 7.5 minute short film. I can't watch it because I look at it and I'm like, God, it sucks, but it's not bad. It's not bad. I like the story, and I mean, I look at it and I don't like, you know, the acting. Like, it's, you know, I look at it, I'm like, I don't want to fucking see that ever again. But if you guys want to watch it, it's on my YouTube channel.
Word.
Yeah, you should definitely spoof your own movie, your own short film at some point somehow.
I don't know if people would know I was doing that, though. They would just think I was playing both parts, you know?
That's true. That's true.
We're gonna spoof it. That's good. We're up to the task.
There you go.
We're gonna take it on.
Yeah.
We'll spoof it. We'll tag you, and then it's gonna be a good time.
All right.
We're wannabe semi-stupids over here, man.
I'm holding you to that then.
Comedy. Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh yeah. No. It's coming now. Now we have to. I was semi-joke, but now we're really gonna do it. Like,
no.
Okay.
100%.
Cool.
No, we're doing this. We're
Sweet.
doing this.
I'll look forward to that.
Yeah, and if you ever need someone to collab with, you know, we have all the followers in the world, so collab with us, and you know, we'll do some
decent sized green screen too.
We have some green screen knowledge over here.
It's like an 8x10.
No, we definitely.
You brought up YouTube earlier. What do you think about? I mean, I'm the more logical person on this pod, so my thoughts always run into business stuff. What do you think about this? This new YouTube short monetary fund monetization that they're doing versus kind of like what TikTok has been doing with their kind of creator fund versus like the IG Reel creator funds. Like, how do you feel like any of those are better than the other, or how are they? Like, do you feel like, I mean, you got a huge following on TikTok, do you feel like they're treating you well?
Well, you don't get, well, to YouTube, you don't get much from your shorts. You get good money from the long form videos, like horizontal style. That's where they make the money. Like, you don't get shit from shorts.
But there's like some new fund that's being created, I think, or something.
I thought I heard that it's something that's coming out in January. Yeah.
January, yeah.
Yeah. I'm not sure because I saw something about it, so I don't know much about it. I guess we'll see. I don't really get much traction on YouTube. I still post there, but I'm not as consistent just because I don't see, you know, the growth and everything that I do on Instagram and TikTok. But I still have to make it consistent on YouTube because you just never know. So I need to get better at that. But TikTok, they don't pay much. Instagram actually pays better with their program. Yeah, they actually pay better. But still, like, it's not enough. Like, most of my money comes from brand deals. So.
Okay.
Yeah, like it's combined with Instagram and TikTok, like it's enough to like make, you know, a car payment, which is awesome. It's fucking badass for doing nothing, just posting the videos that I'm posting, you know. So that's cool. But you definitely can't make a living on it unless you're getting, you know, if you're putting out 7 videos a week and you're getting, you know, fucking 5 to 10 million views a video, then you might be doing okay. But still, you're not going to be making bank. They pay about 3 to 4 cents per CPM on TikTok.
How much?
So,
how much?
You do the math on that.
How much time did you make, or for how long did you make content before you actually like blew up and started seeing anything from it?
2000, like mid 2015 is when I started. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and then started taking off almost exactly 2 years ago.
Okay, that sounds good. All right, see that gives us something to strive for. We've been. It
took a while. Yeah, it took a while.
Yeah,
it took about 5 years.
For almost 3 years now.
Yeah, it took about 5 years. Yeah.
Damn.
It took a while.
That's awesome.
And Has it been 2 years? Fuck, is it 2022?
It is.
Yeah, shit, it's been 2 years. But yeah, so
That's
it's one of
awesome,
those
though.
things too, where it was like, but I went into it knowing that I was gonna keep going. Like I was like, this is gonna happen at some point. I just gotta figure it out, find my way, find my platform, whatever, something. And then TikTok came along, and thank God it. And it took me a while to get on TikTok because I was like, nah, it's not for me. And then I finally did it, and I was like, oh shit.
It's hard to understand that beast.
Yeah, and I think I got in on a good time too,
Absolutely.
It was just, I think I got in a great time, and then the pandemic hit, and that even helped, I feel like.
Yeah. For sure.
So, yeah.
Awesome, man. I love it. Before, because definitely thank you for your time and everything. What we wanted to do is make you a part of our show. This is normally what we start the episode with are 3 random questions for ourselves that my buddy Dave here hits us with. And it could be something totally worth knowing, and it could be something totally off the wall that we have to answer. So if you wouldn't mind being a part of that, are you down to answer some questions?
Let's go.
All right,
Awesome.
let's do it.
All right, guys. First question. If you had to choose between going naked or having your thoughts appear in thought bubbles above your head for everyone to read, which would you choose?
Is this for life or what?
Let's say a month, just to make it not too crazy.
Fuck it, I'll go with the thought bubbles. I don't give a shit.
Oh shit, bro. Yo, thought bubble scares the shit out of me, dude, because I don't know what
care.
the fuck I'm thinking all the time. I love it. I love the balls, dude. I love the ball. But then, I mean, being naked all the time everywhere would also suck.
Well, yeah, I don't have the greatest body, so I'm already opting out of the whole naked for a
So
full
it's thought
month.
bubbles. It's thought bubbles. Nobody.
I would also go with thought bubbles because I can probably control my thoughts and I can explain to my fiance like, yo, the fact that you can read you can see the bubbles is making me think all kind of outlandish shit. So
Exactly. You could flip it on him and be like, I'm thinking this on purpose because I want you to see that.
I don't want you to know what I'm really thinking, so I'm gonna think about this until you're with your girl somewhere and sexy ass chick walks by and you're just like, God damn, I love. Then you're just like, oh shit, baby, don't look, cover your eyes.
then it just pops up. Don't think about the butt.
Don't think
about the butt.
and that's
Don't
what you're thinking.
Yep.
And that's what, exactly.
But see, my girlfriend wouldn't even care because she already knows there's hot chicks out there. She knows I see them, so she'd be like, yeah, I know she's hot. I know you think she's got a nice ass. So what?
That's
Awesome.
fair. I like that.
It's more of us with the because we still have 9 to 5 jobs, man. My boss would probably.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, no, that's also.
Well,
I forgot.
It would
I
be
didn't
like,
think about work.
It would be like some of those dark thoughts though that that you're like, why did that come up? Where you're like, why did I just think about that? Like, the sick ones where you're like, you wouldn't actually do it, but you're like, it just came in your head for a second.
Like that's not a real thought. That was like a play around thought in the back of my mind. I don't know where it came from.
Exactly. I don't really want to fuck a kangaroo while my grandpa watches. I don't know what that was.
But yeah, see, and that's I'd be getting off light if that's all I thought. It makes me nervous. I feel like I have to go naked. I'm sorry.
naked?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Avert your eyes. Avert your eyes. But yeah, I mean, after a couple days though, I'd probably just be like, whatever. I've been hanging dong for 48 hours and nobody gives a shit.
Yeah.
To be fair, I
hope.
barely leave the house anyway, so why the fuck not walk?
That's fair. Yeah. Walk.
That's true.
Naked in the house anyway. Fuck it.
That's true. Actually, I think I would go. Well, actually, either or. It doesn't matter for me because I'm in the house most of the time doing my shit. So the thought bubbles,
You
no
can do
one's
those
gonna
naked.
fucking see them.
You're right. I just scar my kids for life if I did that.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Johnny, you going with naked, right? You
I
said.
think I'm nuding it up.
All right.
All right.
Cool.
Couple nakeds.
Yeah.
Love it.
What's the next one?
All right. When watching porn, what makes you turn it off immediately?
Well,
They do,
actually, I haven't watched porn in a while because I completely shut it out. But what made me turn it, I don't think the only thing that would make me turn it off immediately would be if I heard somebody coming or walking close to the door or fucking anything, if you're home alone and you're like, what the fuck was that? That's like literally the only reason why I would ever shut it off.
Yeah.
Because there's no other reason.
That's a good point.
There's no other reason.
No, I really didn't think about it like that, honestly.
No, yeah, and Johnny over there, he's very trustworthy and trusting because he keeps telling us about this VR porn in his headset, and I'm just like, dude, I can't.
That's a empty house situation.
It's gotta be. It's
Or
gotta be because
not
you're
even
so
home,
vulnerable.
like on a trip in a hotel room.
Yeah, that's got to be an out of state. That's got to be an out of state trip type
Dude,
of thing for me.
I feel like that's just, you're waiting to get addicted to that, man. Like that shouldn't even be a thing.
It shouldn't be. It really shouldn't.
I won't even touch that. Fuck that.
Trash.
Yeah. I'll just have sex in the real world, dude.
Yeah, absolutely.
Much better.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, when if I'm watching porn and there's just music over it, it'll be like like a montage or something like that, and you don't hear there's no actual audio. I can't hear anybody having a good time. It's just like that shitty porno music from the Playboy channel in '99. Like that's a no go for me. I gotta hear it. I gotta know.
You gotta hear the noises.
But yeah,
you gotta hear the slurping noises and the butt claps and stuff.
I have the subtitles on too.
It.
There's a lot of squelching for some reason. I don't know where that comes from. It's that would be it for me. I don't want no music.
Yeah,
Get that bullshit out of
I
here.
get
This
that
isn't
too.
the '80s anymore.
Or if there's too much male noises going on, not enough female noises, that would make me turn it off.
That's like just they're too into it, like just like the grunts and you barely hear the chick.
Yeah, if it's
That's
not
also not doing it for
authentic,
me.
if it doesn't seem authentic either, or I'm like, come on, you're not going to be making those noises and screaming like that. Just fucking make it real. Then I'm like, I'm not into it. Pass me. I don't believe it. I don't believe this is real. This is staged.
You brought up a good point. For me, if the woman is overly like trying to saying like too many things, like just saying the most random shit,
or just some weird dirty talk.
Like, can you just not?
Just tone it down just a little bit.
Tone it down a little bit. Like, geez. Feel dirty watching this.
I'm already almost there. I don't need any more help. Just stop it. Fuck.
All right. What's the third question?
All right. Last question. If you lost one day of your life every time you said a swear word, would you stop swearing?
Absolutely.
One day.
Yeah.
Done. But I feel like there'd be some slip ups.
I don't think I would slip up, dude.
That'd be damn. I wish I had that kind of self-control.
A full day? Yeah, hell no, dude. I would.
Yeah, no.
Now that would be easy for me. I think it would take like 2 days, 2 to 3 days, and I'd have a few slip ups. But then after that, it'd be like I'd have it written everywhere. Like I'd have shit on my walls, in my car, like everywhere.
Post-it notes up
I'd
everywhere?
get it tattooed right here on my arm. Like, don't cuss or you're gonna die soon. Like,
no, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, that would be
slip up
easy
for a little bit.
I would probably slip up, but I would make every curse word count, if that makes any sense. For a whole day, I wouldn't do it. Obviously, I probably would be able to stop.
Yeah.
But every now and then, it'll have to get me really pissed off, and I would have to lose a day of my life just to let that one out.
Oh, for instance, David, let's say you landed a role in a Tarantino movie after you stopped swearing, and there was just crazy swearing. Would you tell Tarantino? Would you be like, "No, I think I'm good on that," or would you just take it?
well, I would I would add up how many swear words there were and be like, okay, so how many weeks of my life is this? And be like, well, it's only 2 months, you know, for $15 million. Fuck it.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Yeah, so I think I would do it in certain situations like that,
Okay.
if it made sense.
But
Because
you'd
I
be
mean,
more conscious of it.
yeah, think about it. If somebody offered you 15 million right now, but you took 3 months off of your life, you would do it in a heartbeat.
Done. Right now.
Done.
Are you offering?
Done. Yeah, exactly.
Plus, I only had 3 months left, and then I don't.
Right.
Ooh,
You wouldn't know.
Yeah, you don't know.
Yeah. You just die right now, like shit.
Oh man. Is that was the last question you had for us?
That was the last question. yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Hey, David, bruh, I can't believe I still can't believe that we're talking to you and shooting the shit. And we're having such a good time, dude. I appreciate your time. And thanks for looking at your DMs, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I always do. Yeah, I always read them too, as long as they're not weird, you know? I get some weird ones, and because I read them all, I just either delete them or don't respond based on what they're saying. You know, and a lot of people, I just don't respond because they reach out, either it's weird or they just reach out with, you know, do Keanu Reeves from Speed or, you know, stuff like that. And I'm like, thanks, bud.
Is that a popular one?
Yeah, or try to
that a
tell me
popular
what
one?
to do. Like, do this movie, do this scene, and you should say this, and pretend like you're doing this. I'm like, hey, why don't you do it,
They
dude?
want to write it for you.
Yeah, I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Who are you, guy? First of all, that's not funny. Second of all, just shut the fuck up.
I love it.
Yes. See, didn't that feel good to tell people to just shut the fuck up? It's great. Mm-hmm. That's why I don't want to go through that.
There's not enough of that in this world.
Absolutely.
We would have just lost a day. That's all I'm saying.
Hey, David, do you have absolutely let people know how they can follow you, what you have coming up, if you have anything that you want to promote, let us know, man.
Yeah, you can follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube at SemiStupid. I have a shop, semistupidshop.com, where you can get the merch. I have hats, shirts, hoodies, stuff that's coming up. Just, you know, going to be doing a lot more collabs with people. Been doing a lot of connections online or on TikTok with some bigger creators. And then, you know, me and Chad Limber, you know, the guy who played Jesse from Fast and the Furious, we're going to be writing a short film. So that should be pretty cool. It's going to be like a horror comedy.
Nice.
Yeah, so trying to put that together and make it like legit, you know, like want it to look like a real movie, get like a good director, some legit actors, and just make it fucking awesome. So that's something that's not going to be anytime soon. Maybe like mid-year next year.
Okay.
So that's the plan. But yeah, just doing my normal thing, making videos, you know, and just keep doing what I'm doing.
Hell yeah, man. Again, thank you so much for your time, brother.
sure.
Really appreciate it. One of the coolest dudes we've had an opportunity to talk to, man.
And the
It's
only
awesome.
dude that makes ads funny.
Yes.
Oh, bro, keep it up, dude. Please. You're
thanks,
so
bro.
fucking awesome.
Appreciate it. I try, man, because I know how bad I hate ads too. So I'm like, I gotta fucking
Yeah,
do
dude.
something.
For sure.
Absolutely.
Killed it.
Yeah,
Well,
man.
thanks.
And of course, man, you want to do a collab? We're open.
Yeah, we
okay?
got you. Sure.
Well, if you guys ever make it to SoCal, like in the LA area, hit me up. I'm in Huntington Beach, so if you're ever out in the area, and if I'm ever up there, I'll hit you guys up and go grab a drink or something.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
That'd
We'll
be
take you up
sick.
on that, brother.
Cool.
All right, man. You have a good day.
All right.
appreciate
Thanks, guys.
you.
Appreciate it, man.
Thank you, sir.
All
Have a
right.
good night.
Later. You too.
Good night, dude.
Peace.
Peace.
You all right?
That was tight.
That was very tight.
Loved it.
Yeah. Dude is hilarious.
So
man.
funny. So funny.
I love that. Oh, man.
Great
and-
dude.
Yeah.
Took the time out just to shoot the shit with us for 45 minutes.
Yeah.
Very
I
cool.
love it.
know what it's time for. News Clips.
News Clips with Johnny Quest. What's up, guys?
What's up?
That was a good interview, though. Happy we were able to get homie on the show.
It was fun. It's crazy talking to him.
So, things that happened recently or today. This was actually a pretty big promo. I started seeing a lot on Twitter, and I don't know how to feel about this. I mean, I don't think it's that big a deal, but it was pretty highly trending. This was I think the video is what made it kind of cool, the promotion for it. So I'm actually going to play that for y'all because apparently y'all can hear it, which is dope.
If I'm being totally honest, I cannot stop thinking about them coming.
I've tried hundreds of different ways to make them come.
Every night, I pray for them to come.
My husband and I would love to watch them come.
If they come, I'm getting hammered.
We would do anything to make them come.
That's right, honey. Anything.
If they come, I'm gonna explode.
Could you imagine all three of them coming?
That'd be sick.
If they're gonna come, I better start stretching.
Wait until I tell my grandkids they're coming.
Oh, they're gonna come!
Guys, they're gonna come!
They're gonna come!
They're coming! They're finally coming!
I ain't that cool, a little fucked in the head. They'll be hanging me quick.
So apparently Blink-182 is going back on tour. It's some type of reunion. But I thought the promo was actually pretty good for that.
Oh, that was so good.
I'm actually super surprised how that turned out. Holy shit.
Each one was weirder than the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
What was the grandkids
I thought they did a
one?
fucking great job with that. That was pretty fucking funny.
The whole time I was thinking, what is this an ad for? Like, what are they going to sell me? And it was just like, right. And that tracks.
Yeah.
So, I mean, what's up with all these like old school ass bands coming back? They're just dying on running out of funds. Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
Travis Barker just seems like he's down to just
keep jamming.
Do whatever, keep jamming. So I don't think they had to really convince him. I think the other two had beef.
I think it was Tom, right?
Other.
Is he the UFO dude? Is he the UFO conspiracy dude? That's just fucking nutso.
Oh, I don't know anything about that.
Oh yeah, one of those Blink-182 dudes is a massive like UFO conspiracy nut, dude. It's almost startling. And if they believe in UFOs, what other bullshit are they?
Oh yeah, it's Tom
trying to hawk
UFO
okay, yeah,
researcher.
It is. Yep. He was on like shows about it and shit, dude. Like he is really very upfront with his UFO, and I want to say like Bigfoot, like some weird shit, bro. And not for me.
And that's why he was the
apparently
outcast
that's
of
why
it.
it's a big deal. Yeah, that they got back together was because of him. Because it's literally like calling out the fact that Tom's a part of it as well.
You keep saying Blink-182 reunited with Tom DeLonge.
Yeah.
They're coming.
And they're coming.
And they're coming.
That's very
Blink-182
though.
Anyways,
but Blink-182 now it's our age range.
Yeah,
that's totally our oldies, bro.
They are.
I didn't say like you and I like we would go to a Blink-182 concert, but our age range.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like those are our oldies.
Yeah, they are. But there are still a lot of people that go to like very old artists like concerts and shit.
I just went to Billy Joel and he's like 80 something. So like if they fuck, they fuck, bro. It doesn't matter how old they are, or how old we are. It's all love, baby. I'm not gonna hate on the people that want to go. You won't catch me there, but if they want to go do that, go do it. It's all good.
I know people who like love bands so much that they'll go to the same band concert
in different cities, like
they'll
tour with them.
Either different cities every time they come around, they're going to it. They like plan it out, map it out. It's a thing. It's a thing, bro.
Like Deadheads have been doing that for probably not so much anymore, but they were they would just follow fucking Grateful Dead all around and Fish and all those fucking jam
They
bands,
still do,
dude.
I
Like
think. Fish, yeah, Fish.
I mean, Fish for sure. Yeah, no, I mean, there's no
yeah.
more Garcia, so I don't know what Grateful Dead's doing.
When did he die?
Oh, like the 90s, bro.
90s, yeah. I was in high school.
That's what I figured. All right, what's next?
Follow up to a previous story about Adnan Syed from Serial. Looks like charges have been dropped.
Damn.
Oh, shit.
New DNA testing found no traces of him on her clothing. Ain't that some shit?
That's some
How
shit.
long was my man locked up for?
20 some odd years.
Since 2020.
Is he get? Oh, it's okay. So 20, like 2 years then? Just 2 years?
I'm sorry. 2000.
No,
2000.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, okay. I was like,
Since
there's
2000.
very
since the year
conflicting
2000.
information I'm getting here right now.
Yeah.
No, this is 2000.
So is he getting bread?
20
Like,
years.
is it time to sue now and get that paper?
I think
or what?
eventually, yeah.
Fuck, bro.
You got to, right? You got to.
I mean, it's at least worth a shot. I'm gonna try and get something.
That's wild. This man was
Wasting
locked
your
up.
whole 22 years,
This
dog.
man was locked up since before we graduated or left high school.
Yeah, no, I was going into high school in 2000. So like, I was a freshman in high school,
That's
Good God.
crazy.
and my man was locked up.
Wrongful conviction.
Yeah, that's wild.
As far as we know.
Yeah, the prosecutor said the state no longer has confidence in the integrity of the conviction. There was issues with evidence, and apparently 2 other suspects have popped up as well. One of those suspects had allegedly threatened to kill Heyman Lee, his girlfriend. So that's wild. That none of that, by the way, was brought up on the podcast. Like, the podcast did not find these other 2 suspects. It just threw allegations around for like 2 or 3 other people where you're like, I don't know. I think they had something to do with it. They probably had nothing to do with it either. It's just 2 other random people that are. That's wild.
So more people getting fucked. Just, I mean, not as fucked, but vilified at least when they didn't do shit.
Right.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because especially like this one dude, Jay, who's a pretty big part of the story. He's gotten mad shit since that podcast came out. It was, same thing. Everybody just assumed he had something to do with it because he was a kind of shady dude. I mean, his life was probably not going anywhere anyways, but I'm sure it doesn't help when you got these additional allegations by the random public being thrown against you.
Harsh.
That's wild though. But yeah, shout out to Adnan Syed. He can definitely sue.
coming.
Whether he'll actually collect is a whole nother thing,
Yeah.
I don't think the city of Baltimore's got mad bread or anything, but
Better come from somewhere. Pay
yeah.
my man.
Man lost
definitely light that up.
22 years of his life. Like, shit.
Yeah, that's got to be some bread, right? How much is that?
If he
worth?
wins some bread, he's got to go to Mykonos and just bang broads for like 10 years and just get crunk just to make up for that lost time. And it's still not the same, but you got to do something.
Though? I don't know how that.
I mean,
ultra religious. Is he allowed to fornicate?
Well, I mean, that's on him then. If he don't want to fuck around with all that, then he don't have to. But that's what I would do.
That's hookers and coke, man.
Yeah. If I found religion in prison,
hookers and coke, man.
Bets are off the second that I'm free. Oh man. It's like, yo, I've been down with you for this entire time. and it was
It's
science
my
to
time.
set me free. I'm out.
Word. You want to talk about this Kanye, Puff Daddy, porno Adidas story?
Ooh, let's do it.
Sure.
So yeah, it was reported that Kanye, filmed himself. He made like his own mini 30-minute documentary, and published this on Twitter because he's been banned off of Instagram for anti-Semitic statements when he said he was going to go DEFCON 3 on the Jewish people. And
great.
and in this documentary, it shows him basically having arguments with people from Adidas, and at one point showing them a porn for some reason. I'm still trying to understand what the point of the porn was. And they did, you know, you could hear the dude on the video like, "Is that porn?"
Is that porn? This is the shock of like, what is this doing here?
Yeah, like, why are you showing me this? So yeah, man, I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with our boy. I do like. I think one of y'all sent that comedian talking about Kanye needs to get under conservatorship.
Yeah. He needs Britney Spears' dad to be his conservator, right? That was That's facts, though. Lock him down. Lock him. That's what he needs. Just keep him focused. Because Britney was, I mean, I don't know what was happening personally, but she was killing it during that time that he was on that shit, right?
I mean, I don't know. How long was she in charge? Because she ain't been doing shit for the last 15 years.
Nah, she had like a Vegas thing going on.
No,
she had like a Vegas thing, like a residency she was about to do.
Yeah. She got a conservatorship when that whole thing happened with her
shaving her head and shit
and
when she shaved her. So yeah, she's been and she still
killed
it after that.
It was
right?
sometime after that. Yeah, she brought her career back and then got the whole thing, but then. But then she decided to
was eating off of that hard. That's what it was.
Yeah, all of them were. There was multiple people.
Yeah, but
that
now
was
he's
eating
not
off
in
of
the
that
picture.
hard.
And what is she doing now?
Yeah, that's true.
Aimless.
Showing her
I mean,
choach
no.
on fucking Instagram.
Showing her choach and she
That's
got married.
What's up. Yo,
think.
she gets mad naked on Instagram.
She
now.
does, yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, she does.
Still smash.
She's free.
Still Britney Spears. Come on.
I'm not.
Come on. Come on. You're not better.
Word?
Than me.
I don't. She's not my.
Not at all. Like you would walk away from naked Britney
like,
Spears.
Nah.
I mean, I don't want to sit here and talk shit about Britney Spears.
I mean, that's what you're doing though. But I will. He says.
I mean, no, but I mean, she just doesn't look like she's all there, man, and.
But that don't matter.
You don't need her to take the SATs for you, son. You're trying to clap those cheeks.
I guess.
You trying to fall in love?
I can't see us building a life together.
I don't know, bro. sex with a person that's not all there, man, is it could be volatile.
Sometimes
maybe
that
that's
might
dope.
Be good. That might
that's
be
fire.
I mean,
yeah,
it might be dope until they're at your door trying to smash your window in with a fucking.
Oh no, yeah, that's no.
Then y'all make up and it's even crazier, son. After that shit, like you don't even know.
Oh man,
don't talk shit. Don't knock it till you try it.
Yeah, she just has those crazy eyes, man. I don't know. For whatever reason, I'm just not into her now. I'm just not into her anymore. But I'm happy that she's able to make her own decisions.
Yeah, because that's always recommended.
Right, she makes the best decisions.
Now,
I'm so glad. It's
now
all up to her.
Kanye, I still think, even though he is nuts, he's insane.
You about to defend Kanye right now?
No, I'm just saying that I still think like he's it's all it's all a part of his plan, man. He goes on these
this on purpose and it's not crazy.
No, my man lost it.
I'm not saying that he's not crazy. I think that he is crazy, but he's crazy like he knows when to go crazy
like
and when not to go crazy. He's like a what?
Crazy like a fox.
I guess. He just knows when to go fucking nuts, bro. Because every single time we see him, every time we see him going on these rants and doing these wild ass shits, he releases something.
They don't feel calculated though. These rants and everything, they're very sporadic and weird and I don't know. It doesn't seem like a publicity stunt. It feels like my man is losing his shit right now.
All right. Well, let's see within the next month or so.
Donda 3.
What gets released? I don't know.
Yeah.
Like I said I think we talked about it last episode. It's no surprise that he's trying to get himself away from Adidas, and he's trying to get himself away from Gap, and he's trying to release his own clothing under his own shit. And when he starts behaving like this and doing these crazy things, maybe these companies will just say, "Hey,"
that's to say that they're like, "Yo, we need to work with this fucking wild ass dude right now."
His product regardless.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. But it could be the fact that it makes them buy his products. It could be the fact that that he wants to cut ties, and these companies that he's currently working with that want to cut ties makes it a little bit easier to cut ties.
So you think he's acting like a psycho to get out of these deals? He doesn't
I think he's psychotic. I just think that he releases. He goes on these like these
calculated
outbursts,
tangents.
Yeah, these tangents and outbursts publicly when it may benefit him and suit him. But I think the things that he thinks of and the way that he thinks, I think that is 100% legit.
I might be giving him a little too much credit there.
Interesting approach.
Could work.
Maybe.
Could work. We'll see. We'll see what he drops.
know,
If he drops something in the next couple months, fuck me. You were right, dog.
We'll see. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I could be completely wrong, but I'm just saying, like, it's just every single time that he goes out on these tangents and shit, like, he just, I don't know. But yeah, he's kicked off Instagram.
I'm pretty sure Twitter too. I thought he had a conversation with Elon Musk about a post that got him banned from Twitter. I think it was.
No, he got banned from
his tweet. I don't
oh, they
think
did.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah,
they
yeah,
deleted
yeah.
his
They
tweet.
deleted
It
the
wasn't
tweet.
banned.
Yes,
Gotcha.
He got banned from IG. Elon Musk tagged him and said, "Welcome back to Twitter" or something like that, like praising him for coming back. And then he put something else that had to do with the Jewish people,
And he got
then
himself deleted after Elon welcomed him back.
That tweet got deleted.
Jesus Christ!
And it's just
sounds like a man in control.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
definitely
more
off the rails than ever before. What'd you say?
I said, I guess we did want to talk about him.
Yeah, I mean, that down to 3 is going to be fire.
Was there a 2 already? Did they drop it too?
Yeah,
I don't know that it was released. I know that there was a down to 2.
The stem. It
I
was
don't
that
know if the
stem
public got to
player
listen to it.
exclusive.
Yes,
That was
by the stem
okay.
player. Yeah.
We beefed about that.
Yeah.
Yep. Final story. Also, Evil Empire. Meta Quest. We talked about this. I don't think we actually talked about this on the show. It was just amongst ourselves.
No.
The Meta Quest Pro was announced today at the Meta Connect conference. And they really did. I mean, not exactly according to rumors, but almost. MetaQuest Pro is coming out at $1,500.
$1,500.
Damn, bro. That's 3 PS5s.
$14.99.
Like, yo, this is worth 3 PS5s.
But
Basically,
what is the?
Yeah.
They're trying to make it seem like this is something that is for like business, for work, and things of that sort.
Yeah, they're basically saying this is not the follow up to the Quest 2, but this is the Quest Pro, right? And so it is for professionals. This is kind of a competitor more to like HoloLens and Magic Leap, which those devices are like $2,500, $3,000.
Okay.
So it's actually a little bit
Priced competitively.
Priced competitively in that market. But that's not really what I think the public was, usually you introduce like a product that's more mass market, and then you can take that product and make it niche, right? And like elevate it. I don't think the Quest 2 has gotten mass market enough that they would go to the Quest Pro 2-3 years later. I think it's been 2 years since the Quest 2 came out. That Quest 3 needs to be a quick follow-up, and it seems like it's not going to come out till next year. And that's a whole different market to sell to.
I was going to say, is it even established enough to be an enterprise tool like that? Because, I mean, you have to be... a big dog,
don't
right?
think so.
To swing your dick in that market. 'cause
Well,
that's
I mean,
not
they did also announce. So they're right now in the professional quote business world. It's mostly really good for like teleconferencing and stuff like that. And so they did announce that there's a connection with Teams, Microsoft Teams.
That's huge.
Where you can pop in with your VR avatar self. They did talk about some updated avatars, which I thought was pretty dope. Like they showed like the current new updated avatar, and I remember there's like a meme going around last month, I think it was, where like Mark Zuckerberg's avatar who just looked like a pale ass robot or whatever.
Yeah.
So they updated those like basic avatars, and they look a little bit more cartoony, but still, more lifelike, not so 2D. But they showed off this shit that they called like Avatar Core or some shit like that. I can't remember exactly what it was called. But it was basically like they scan your whole body, and your body is now an avatar. And like they showed, like at first I was watching the video of it and I thought I was just looking at a person inside, a big studio room, and it wasn't like, and because all they were, they were talking over it, and you just see the person like moving their hands, moving their arms, doing all these like facial expressions and shit, and it just looks like that person doing it. Until
That's
like
crazy.
they showed another person, and they were talking about how now you can do these upgrades, and the dude like jumped up, and while he jumped up like 3 times, and every time he jumped up, like his clothes changed. And I was like, holy shit, wait a minute, this is the avatar? Like, this is the avatar. Like, I thought this was like the filming of the capture of
the
someone in
mocap,
the
like the
studio.
mocap
And I
filming
was
we
waiting
see
for
for
them
video
to show
games
me
and
the
shit, yeah.
avatar version. Yeah. And no, that was the avatar being shown. And it was like,
damn,
they look fucking human as hell. It's like some Unreal 5 level quality.
Damn, Unreal 6, it sounds like some wild shit.
But it's live in that, like, it's because this device has eye tracking and face tracking. So it can, like, it has these like cameras that look inside towards you, and so like, it'll see like when you raise your eyebrows and do gestures and shit with your mouth. So that shit was fire. And then there was some other shit that they showed, like research, where they were showing training of basically some shit where you wear a device on your wrist, right? And it can track your motor neurons. So like if you're like controlling, so they showed like this shit, you gotta fucking see this video. They showed how they were training these people to use a controller to move like one of those side swipe games, like Subway Surfers or something like that, right?
Yeah.
So they were playing a side swipe game, but they were using a controller. So they were left and right, left, right with their thumb, using that a thumbstick. And then they showed them again where they're only using, they don't have to move their thumb as much, like they just move their thumb slightly. And then they show them literally with their hands still and basically just thinking, and the shit was still moving left and right, because they're doing very, very, very tiny movements with their with the nerves that trigger those muscles to go left and right, and it can like fucking read that shit. Damn. And it just talks about how like they were showing also a demo of how like they expect to be able to have a lot of those types of controls for when they have the AR glasses, right? And you're just walking around and you can control like the cursor on the screen without having to actually, move your hands and do all these wild ass gestures, but with just very tiny movements of your fingers, it could be like moving something with a mouse on screen, which I thought was like fucking genius.
Insane.
That sounds fire. I mean, I like, and I know that they're basing this for the professional world and stuff, but you could still, if you got your hands on it, you could still play games and shit like that, right?
Fuck yeah.
Oh yeah, so I'm sorry. Everything else I just talked about is like future shit that they were talking about research. On the Quest Pro, yeah, it's basically a Quest. It's just like the Quest 2. You can definitely play games and shit on there. The advantages of the Quest Pro and what makes it better than the Quest 2 is it's supposed to be, I believe it's lighter. It's better balanced because the battery's on the back. It uses this pancake lens technology, so it's mad thin. So it's a lot lighter in the front.
And the track.
And it has color cameras on the outside for the tracking system that it uses. So when you go into the pass-through mode, it's all in color. So it's almost basically like wearing AR glasses. Like you can see everything in full color and almost real time with no lag. So and by default, the light blockers on the side are actually off because they want you to be able to see shit, in your peripheral, because it's really kind of more of a mixed reality headset than it is a VR fully headset. And so, you'll probably see new games and shit popping up AR style where like, you're using the environment around you to play these games, and you can interact with it either with your hands because they've got pretty good hand tracking already, and that's also a part of this, as well as with the new controllers. They don't have any rings around them at all. Like usually the VR controllers have like these big rings for tracking purposes. These controllers actually have their own cameras on them. And so each controller is kind of like a mini computer in that it's doing its own tracking, which also means that it can track itself when it goes behind your back. Which typically, when you put your hand behind your back, the goggles can't see the remote anymore and it's just lost. But you'll be able to do things like in games where you go behind your back to grab a bow to grab arrows or to switch your weapon or grab sword or something like that. It'll be able to do that automatically because it's doing all its own tracking, so it could do that more accurately and shit like that. So,
nice.
Yeah,
that's dope.
I already want one.
Word.
I know. I seen somebody on Twitter who was like ordered, and they showed the shit. It's shipping October 25th, which is like
that's soon.
I think 2 weeks from now or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks from today. Recording on Tuesday. So, yeah, it should be shipping soon. And but I don't know about, like, I seen he's posted his receipt, and with tax and everything, that shit was like $1,600, and I was like,
yeah, that's a lot. That's a lot. Nah,
that's a whole MacBook Pro.
It'll come down. Yeah, that's a lot of stuff, bro. That is a lot of stuff.
I think I would probably, if anything, I would sell my Quest 2 and get the Pico 4, I think it's called. Because it's very similar in that it uses the pancake lenses, so it's mad thin. It's got that balanced profile. It's got color exterior cameras. It doesn't have the camera on the controllers, so that's one thing. Outside of that, I mean, I feel like it's very similar. It doesn't have access to all the same game library that Meta does, though.
Okay.
Because Meta's been doing this for a little bit longer. But outside of that, I don't know, man. If I was gonna try something else and different, that's probably where I would go, because they look very similar as far as thinness. This might be a little thinner than the Pico 4, but
not noticeable when it's on your face, probably, right?
Yeah, when it's on your face, you're still wearing these fucking big ass goggles, right?
Exactly.
Sweet. I think I definitely want to get a VR headset of some sort. Maybe I'll wait for the 3, and then once I'm balling, I'll think about some pro shit.
Yeah.
But we're getting to that point, fellas. It's like my kid had the experience of playing with a Switch, and he's excited. He saw that new Mario trailer and everything, so that had him excited. And then he played the Switch, and he's just like all about it.
You never played a Switch before?
No.
Damn.
we kept them away from like video games. Not necessarily that we kept them away from it. Like, no, don't touch that. But it was just like, obviously we don't own anything, and my girl didn't want to introduce video games just yet. But then he started. He had his tablet. She got him a tablet. I'm like, you're not gonna get him a system.
Right. It's not
You're
any
gonna get him
better
a
or
fucking
worse.
tablet.
Yeah, it's the same
it's
thing.
kind of worse because he has YouTube, all that shit, and then leave it to dad to get him a Minecraft and Roblox account because he asked for it, you know. He asked for it. So I got him all that, and now he's into the games and he's understanding more of the gaming and you know the you know everything that goes on with that. So now he had his
those
first.
would be the two good games to get involved with.
Right, and that's what I'm saying is, and then he played the Switch, and now he's just like, well, I want to play when I go to grandma's house. I want to play this, you know, and so it's like, oh, maybe for Christmas, like that whole conversation. So, you know, it's getting closer to where I need to get something for myself, and
for yourself, not even for him.
I mean,
Just
obviously
for,
my kids will play it.
Dads need to game too, you know.
I mean, obviously my kids will play it, but it's just more of a reason. You know, it's more than just me. I wanted the VR stuff,
mm-hmm.
And I think that they'll really enjoy that too. But if I'm gonna be shelling out a few $100s, I'm thinking I want like a system or some
like
shit.
a PS5.
Yeah. I mean, once they become available, within the next, you know, I don't know. Hopefully I don't know how soon. I'm just saying that it's like it's getting there, son. Like, like it's getting closer. It's getting closer to I'm in a good system now.
I mean, at least if you get them a Switch, the majority of those Switch games are like children friendly. They're not adult titles. Like there are adult titles, of course, but like a lot of those games are just very cartoonish and not violent or, you know,
no, absolutely,
gory or anything like that. So like, that's a good system.
Either way, I think for like Christmas and shit, that's like already on the radar. Like he's gonna get himself a Switch.
Nice, he knows
like that.
it.
So, but Dad is also feeling like I want to play some shit.
I feel you.
I get it. Yeah, no, Johnny's got to get on that PS5 too because we got Knights of Gotham coming out. He's gonna miss out. He ain't even got a PS5 on order by now, and that shit comes out on like Friday, so he's gonna be behind the curve a little bit. But that's okay.
That's it.
I'll let y'all know how it is.
I don't think he's worried. He doesn't look too worried.
He's not too stoked about it either, though.
No, it's a catch-22.
I think catch-22. I feel you. Was that that was the last?
That was
thing?
it. Yeah, that's it.
All
right, guys. So before we get into HOLLYWOO, this past weekend we spent some time over at New York Comic-Con. We had a blast. Right. We had some great experiences. Bunch of interviews with random people, with a couple bigger people as well. It was a blast. So just before anything comes out, I just wanted to share this quick interview with Miss Abigaiil Morris. If you're not familiar with Abigaiil Morris, you better Google her.
Adult film star. Yeah. Lots of content on Twitter, Instagram. We met her last year at the Comic-Con.
We did.
And
that's right.
You know, we Googled her after and just wanted to see what was up, and we saw that she had a couple
one or
scenes
two,
that were out like
legit
like Brazzers, Reality Kings, like those OG companies, and then she fucking hit, bro. There was just scene after scene, and we weren't mad at it by any means, but we caught her again this year and got a little bit more info from her, so it was a good time.
Yeah, so here she is. So my name is What's Up Walk from Insensitive Culture, and I'm here with Miss Abigaiil Morris. We definitely walked up to you last year at Comic-Con. You always give an amazing presence, and we couldn't help that to notice that your career has really skyrocketed since last year. How has it been for you?
It's been amazing. I do a lot of porn, so it's awesome.
I mean, we obviously love it too, but we can't help but notice that you're just everywhere now. Like your name is out there.
Pornhub ads. Yeah. I go to Pornhub, I'm like, that's me.
Did you strike up a deal with a specific company or?
I pretty much only work with Brazzers, but I'm not exclusive Brazzers talent yet.
So pretty much you've just been kind of putting yourself out there and just working with a little bit of everyone.
I started October last year, and I only work with Brazzers, but it's like I work with a lot of different talent. I actually have a shoot with Angela White coming up, so I'm really excited. So.
Awesome. Is that the only thing you have coming up, or what can we look forward to?
A ton of scenes. I'm shooting pretty much like every week, so.
I love it. So since you're always here at Comic-Con and you meet a lot of people, I'm sure, what is the one celebrity that you feel like, maybe I want to hook up with that one specific celebrity?
I'm not a fangirl for anybody, really. No. I obviously have like talent that I like or actors that I like, but like I've never fangirled for anybody. So.
Oh no, you don't have to fangirl, but you have to have somebody that you're like, you know what, I'd give him a shot.
Rihanna.
That's a fair.
I like pussy, so.
Come on, you're speaking to the choir here. No, but it's been awesome to see where you've come, because like I said, we saw you last year, took a picture with you, and then all of a sudden we've seen you everywhere. Can't wait to see what else you come up with.
Doing a lot. So yeah, if anybody's going to AVN, I'll be signing at the Brazzers booth there.
Oh, awesome.
And it's gonna be huge.
Awesome. Anything that you want to plug right now?
Not really.
Okay, perfect. So we'll see you around here. Thank you so much for taking the time to speak with us. I love it. Thank you. All right. HOLLYWOO. So what's new in Hollywood right now? I think the biggest, one of the biggest news that just popped up is the fact that Marvel Studios officially shut down the production on Blade.
What?
We knew that was coming.
Wait.
They officially, because we talked about it.
Oh, it's time to get rewritten.
We talked about it last week that they were supposed to be in production like within the next week or so.
But they shut it down because they were rewriting
and then
the
they
script.
switched directors. They're rewriting it. So that
I thought this was separate. They're like, yo, we can't get a script together. We're shutting it down. You're done.
No. They just it still has a date, but that also brings me to my next point, is the fact that they also delayed a few movies. And I'm assuming that it's because of this particular move. So let's see. The movies that got pushed back is Avengers Secret Wars has been delayed to May 1st, 2026.
Ooh, Jesus Christ. Are you kidding me? 4 years from now?
4 years from now. Deadpool 3 has been delayed to November 8th, 2024.
Get fucked.
Blade was pushed back an entire year to September 6th, 2024.
Who gives a shit?
And Fantastic Four has been delayed to February 14th, 2025.
Blow me.
Yeah.
Who cares? Like, these are so far in the future. Like, I don't even care.
Time flies so fucking fast.
I hope
nowadays,
it fucking
bro.
does, but that's still a lot of fucking years. And right now, it's not flying. I have a long time to wait.
Feels like we'll be at episode 334 by the time
we get to
any
see
one of those movies you just said are gonna come out.
Or word. Yeah. So we have a long road ahead of us when it comes to these movies, and obviously.
Well, I'm in it till at least Secret Wars, you guys. So you're stuck with me.
Word. But the most exciting thing is Blade, man. That, like, you've been teasing.
And when is
this
the
movie.
fucking Kang Dynasty one then? Did that get shifted back too?
No,
that one's after Secret Wars, right?
Those are
the four that I mentioned are the only four that have been pushed.
Crazy.
Yeah, so I think it's Secret Wars and then Kang Dynasty.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So
I believe so.
I mean, but what I was trying to say is, like, this Blade movie, man. It was announced in 2020, and now we keep getting all this shit, keep pushing it back, and now we're not getting it to 2024. So 4 years later, after it's announced, Mahershala Ali is has been getting frustrated. Hopefully it's all worth it in the end. Like if the movie's fucking dope, then it was all fucking worth it.
How old is Mahershala? Could he age out of the Blade role if this fucking shit doesn't?
I don't think
doesn't get popping.
I don't think so.
Black don't crack, bro. That boy gonna look 14 till forever.
Nah, he does look mad young.
He looks mad young.
Late 30s?
4 years. So,
late 30s? How old is this man?
74 he was born.
Oh, damn.
So.
74? Shit.
What'd you say?
He's 48?
He looks good, man.
I know he looks very good. Pause.
I thought he was in his 30s.
Facts.
Maybe late 30s.
Yeah, I just said late 30s, and this motherfucker's almost 50. Good for him. Good for Mahershala. Fuck.
But yeah, man, I don't know. That's with everything going on with the Marvel Studios right now. Like I don't know if that's an indicator of just the way that shit has been, just the way that they have been handling certain shit nowadays. And I don't know. I try not to think about it in that way. I know that they're trying new shit out. I know that, they're with all these shows and whatnot. And, but I don't know, man.
Even though I talk shit, I trust Marvel to do the right thing.
Yeah.
So if they're saying, hey, we need to rewrite this or we need to pause this, like, okay. Like, I give them the benefit of the doubt when a movie drops and, when good shit happens and when bad shit happens, I have to give them the benefit of the doubt too.
Yeah. I mean, definitely for a reason. So
could be Kevin Feige. Kevin Feige would be like, yo, nope. I'm like, okay, Kev, I get it. Yeah. Understood. Let's wait.
In other news, also attached to Marvel, Deborah Ann Wall came out recently saying that she has not been approached to reprise her role in Daredevil.
She was Karen
Page.
Yes. Thank you.
But that could also be that she's keeping that a secret and just not letting shit out.
She could be doing like the Andrew Garfield thing, where she's like, "Yeah, I didn't get contacted. I'm not going to be in that." Wink, wink.
Right.
But she was. I don't know. I mean, she's like really big. I follow her on Twitter, and like her thing right now is she does like a True Blood podcast because she was on that HBO series True Blood. That's where and she has people on that like acted on True Blood with her, and they reflect on the show, and it's like she's fairly active on social media, and she always has nothing but good things to say about like Daredevil and that whole thing. But like I would love to bring her back. And was there anything about Foggy? Was there like some rumblings?
There were rumblings that Foggy will reprise his role.
But we don't know. Then nobody said anything. And I mean, not that
But you can't have Foggy and not Karen.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Like if you have one, you got to bring back everybody. Like even that dude Stick, the dude who played Stick was fucking
Well, remember Charlie Cox said this is a season 1, not a season 4. So
but now he actually recently came out and said that they are going to that there are certain things that will be a continuation of the series.
I heard they were going to bring back the dude that played Bullseye. That was just
a
rumor.
That was another rumor.
We talked about that last week.
Did we talk about Bullseye? I don't remember that. Shit.
No, he came out and said that because obviously now he's at the top of people's minds again after coming out on She-Hulk. I guess spoiler alert. But
damn, son, what the fuck?
That shit is fucking everywhere. But because of that, people are talking about it again, and he came out and said something along the lines of there will be certain things that will be a continuation of the Netflix show, but it's pretty much but yes, it is going to be like all new stories, but just certain things, certain story points.
I mean, obviously like it's going to be Daredevil new stories. And Wilson Fisk
certain things
is played by Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yeah, like we're not going to acknowledge that the fact that the bullshit Defenders happened, but
that's okay because I didn't even watch the Defenders.
So yeah, there was something too I saw in some recap or whatever that was talking about how at the end of season 3 they changed the name of the law firm to be like Murdoch and Nelson and Page.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
Yeah, probably not. Not if it's true
Especially
that
if she's
they
not
didn't
in
reach
it.
out to her. But I would love to see her come back.
Yeah,
But
no,
her
I
story
just
arc
like
had a
her.
lot to do with the,
Yeah.
and that's pretty
I don't
much.
think she's the greatest actress, but
She's very likable.
I just like
though.
watching her on
Yeah.
the screen.
She's dope.
She was
And redheads
great in
are
True
just-
Blood.
Yeah, absolutely.
She was great.
That's where a lot of people were like, oh, we get to keep watching her from True Blood on Daredevil. Unfortunately, she wasn't naked in Daredevil, but she was in True Blood, wasn't she?
I feel like there was at least a titty
believe so,
scene. Everyone was naked on True Blood at some point.
Yeah,
That's true.
word.
Yeah.
Now, Shooky.
Nice. It was a good bill.
I think I've said it before, but I gotta rewatch that shit. I used to love that show.
Nah, you're probably good if you don't
Probably good.
rewatch
I think
it.
my
Yeah,
girl
you'll
wants
be
to
all right.
rewatch it, so if she
Let her
wants to
do that
rewatch
thing,
it.
yeah.
Nah.
No, let her. Then you could watch some other
You're
shit.
not a
watch
True
it.
Blood fan?
What's up?
You're not
He's
a True
not a-
Blood
he's
fan?
not
Oh
a
no, I
rewatch
watched
fan.
it. It was just I felt bad watching. It was like a guilty pleasure watch. Like I don't think it's necessary to go back and rewatch.
Oh, I've had worse
I
shows that I've
enjoyed it.
watched. I've had, you want to know one
no
of the
guilty
worst
pleasure.
shows?
I still took pleasure in it.
You know, one of the worst shows, and it's not even a guilty pleasure because after a while I was just holding on to I don't know what, but I saw fucking Vampire Diaries for a couple seasons. That shit, that shit was pretty bad.
Is that an unpopular opinion?
No, I
don't know.
It's not an opinion. I didn't say that it was a good show. I just said that I watched
that
it.
statement was an unpopular opinion.
Yeah, it's an unpopular thing to do.
Someone recommended it. I started watching
wild
it.
stuff.
I started watching it, and then I don't know what part of the storyline I was invested in, but I was just like, all right, well, I'll keep watching it. And I should have known when one season was like 24 episodes.
No go. If you rewatch True Blood before watching The Sopranos, The Wire, or Oz, I'm gonna leave this podcast forever. I will be done. I will put this headset down once and for all, and I will walk away.
Yeah.
So please don't make me do that. I don't want to. I love it here. I love being here, guys. Walk's gonna do this to y'all.
I'll probably rewatch Vampire Diaries before I watch any of
He's
those.
gonna rewatch. He's gonna start
What?
Arrow on CW.
That would to
Because
be
he said
malicious
that.
on purpose.
Because he wants me to leave.
because he
That was
said
all.
that.
Yep, that was okay. Now
You
it's
can't
out in the
force
open.
me.
Now
You can't
it's out in
force
the
me to
open.
do that.
That sounds
Now
like
I'm-
you're hurting yourself.
He's hurting
Yeah,
everybody, Johnny.
absolutely.
I don't like this.
Yeah. I think I made it through like a season and a half of The Wire.
Keep going. You got a lot more to go, buddy.
A lot more.
And it's not that it's bad. It's just it's old. Like I don't know. It just feels
So is True
mad
Blood,
old.
bitch. Don't rewatch that shit. That's my point. If you can
No,
rewatch True
this
Blood,
was-
you can
When
peep that
was The
OG
Wire?
shit.
What year was The Wire?
That was like early 2000s. That wasn't.
Yeah, it was like 2001-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was around the same time as Sopranos.
They ran consecutive, like concurrently anyway.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. Maybe I need to just search for like some upgraded quality versions of it. But I think like especially
They
with The Wire,
literally
the copy.
remastered the whole show in HD.
Yeah, yeah. I need to watch that one because the last time I attempted it, it was
on
not
HBO
remastered.
Max.
Hey, as I say, it's all on HBO Max. It should be fucking 4K in that bitch for you. 8K.
I think
you can see.
I think they remastered it to 4K and people were complaining because
it looked too good.
It was
They're used
zoomed
to
in
looking shitty.
on some shots, and they were like, "Oh, you're cutting off part of the shot."
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Let's see what I end up doing.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So finally, I mean, we've been talking about it for quite a while now. We know that Spawn is a movie that has been in the works, starring Jamie Foxx, but we haven't really gotten too many updates. Apparently, it's gotten its writers So now we have some writers for Spawn.
So it'll be coming out right after Secret Wars, it sounds like.
Pretty much.
Awesome.
So the writers for Spawn include Scott Silver, who wrote Joker.
Okay.
Malcolm Spellman, who's part of Falcon Winter Soldier, and Matthew Mixon, who wrote The Measure. I'm not familiar with that film, but those are the film or the writers that they have currently taken on this movie.
As long as the Joker guy's in charge, I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
Those other guys just got to do what he says. I mean, Falcon and Winter Soldier, it was okay. I don't know what The Measure is. Maybe it was dope.
I want to say The Measure was The Measure one with Joaquin Phoenix.
Was it?
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, I don't remember either, but I kind of remember it was a movie that won a couple of awards.
Damn.
Oh, damn. No, I was really off. Matthew Mixon directed, wrote, and then starred Savon West.
This sounds like a.
It sounds like a. Oh yeah, it's a short. It's an 11-minute short.
Oh, it's an
is that
11-minute
it?
That's the credit. That's the
name.
credit they went with. They're like, yeah, let's give this guy credit for this.
Desperate to provide for his struggling family, a father embarks on a dangerous mission.
Is this the David Brubaker movie? Because they sound very familiar right now. He's gonna be pissed if we tell him that.
Oh man, he is. But I don't know.
True.
I'm gonna have to check this out because apparently Spawn is. He's now writing Spawn, so they must have liked something from there.
Jamie Foxx will be a dope Spawn. I can
Jamie
see
Foxx
that just
Spawn.
feels right.
It does. And not only that, but by the time they actually write this shit, he would probably be coming off of playing Mike Tyson, so he's gonna be jacked.
Yeah. Spawn was muscular, right? Who was the dude that played the original Spawn in the
Michael Jaleel White, some shit like that.
Michael Jai White?
Michael Jai White. There we go.
The dude that played Jax in the Mortal Kombat movies?
Yep. He played Spawn.
Oh yeah, no, I guess you're right.
Oh yeah.
That is correct.
I forgot that was him.
Fuck. Jamie Foxx will do way better than him. Like if it's
and that other one, the original one was a cult classic, I want to say.
Yeah, no, for sure. That was one of the first, I feel like, comic book movies I watched as a kid because I didn't really understand that it was a comic book movie. It was just some crazy looking movie.
That's how all comic book movies were at that time.
Yeah.
I knew the only reason why I knew Spawn when it came out was because of HBO. HBO had the Spawn series at night.
Yeah, I remember
it came
that.
out.
Yep.
Yeah, when they came out with the new one, I was like, oh,
fire.
Okay.
Yep.
It was fire.
They had the animated shit, right? Was it?
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
It was anime-ish, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it had like that anime style.
Anime flair to it, yeah.
Yeah, it was kind of like what was the MTV show? There was like a whole like MTV animated.
Eon Flux.
Yeah, it was a little Eon Flux-ish.
Eon Flux.
The Eon Flux was like boring.
Yeah.
I could not watch that shit.
Didn't
they made a movie? Yeah, Scarlett Johansson. Was it Scarlett Johansson?
No,
or
it was
Charlize Theron was Eon Flux.
I want to say it was Charlize.
Oh yeah, no, that sounds right. I'm thinking of another like anime remake, whatever that was.
You're thinking about Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah, Ghost in the Shell.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, Charlize Theron was Eon
though.
Flux.
Yeah, I mean,
damn, Charlize Theron.
Michael Jai White, John Leguizamo,
I
Martin
remember
Sheen,
John Leguizamo,
Teresa Randall. It was a good cast.
Yeah, especially for what was it, 97? Okay,
7.
I was gonna say 8. Fuck.
Yeah, and then the animated show. Here we go. Todd McFarlane's Spawn.
Yes, yeah. He wrote the comics, right? He was the original.
Keith David voiced Spawn, so that's a very legendary voice. He's one of those dudes. You hear his voice, you know exactly who the fuck it is.
He's one of those dudes that you know from movies and
voice,
like
that's
just
what I mean.
know, voice acting. Like he's all over the fucking place.
But you probably would not know that his name is Keith David.
I mean, I did, but we're different.
Correct.
We're not like the.
I'm talking about your average, like the listeners.
If I asked my dad, he wouldn't know who the fuck that is. It's fair.
I remember him from what was I think something about Mary.
Yeah. He was how'd you
The
get
dad.
the beans above the Frank? Yeah, I just literally just saw that not like 2 weeks ago. It was on
hold up?
TV.
Does it hold up?
Oh yeah, 100%. Even on TV edited, it was still cracking me up, dude.
Nice.
It was really funny, dude.
Farrelly Brothers.
Farrelly Brothers don't miss, bro.
No.
Especially Kingpin. Kingpin is I've talked about this before. I fucking top 3 comedy for me.
Yeah.
Love it.
Did you know that just because I just saw this pop up, but there's a new Apple TV Plus movie comedy with Zac Efron.
Where he's in Vietnam?
I forgot,
Delivering the beer. He's like trying he's on a beer run
that's
to
the one.
Vietnam troops.
And that it's directed, I think, and written by one of the Farrelly
Greatest
brothers.
Beer
Really?
Run or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, greatest beer run. That's it. Yeah.
Yep. It's written, and that's what, because I saw it pop up and I was like, oh, I kind of seen something about this.
It looks pretty good.
But then when I looked it up,
Yeah.
it looks, it was written and directed by Peter Farrelly.
I fuck with Zac Efron.
I did not know that was a Farrelly movie though.
I didn't know that either. Yeah,
I didn't either, but
that
now
makes
it tracks.
me want to watch
Yeah.
it. Yeah, and I
Fuck.
fuck with Zac Efron. Can't wait till he
Yeah.
joins the MCU. I know he will at some point.
At some point, he's gotta. Everyone does.
And now
He's
with
not
that,
bad.
and now with that facial reconstruction thing, he looks a little bit older,
Yeah.
Wait,
a
what?
little bit more mature.
He had some
He
facial
looks
work
like
done.
he looks like he has gotten some work done,
Really?
and people are commenting it all online about it online, and other people are getting angry, saying that I guess the story behind it is that he broke his jaw
And then had work done
and
to
had
fix
work done to fix it, to reconstruct his jaw, and in the end ended up looking the way that he does now. But he definitely looks like he's had work done.
it. All I'm saying is if Zac Efron needed work done, we don't have a chance, son. We're fucked.
And Dave, just a little bit more incentive, he has a fucking killer mustache, bro.
Stop it.
Yeah, in this movie, he has a killer mustache, bro.
He sure does.
Yeah.
Oh shit, he does, bro. That's kill. That puts mine to shame. I'm embarrassed to show this mustache in front of Zac Efron's mustache.
I mean, it's Zac Efron.
Yeah,
man.
no, I mean that's the machismo
Yeah.
that is Zac Efron. Yeah,
His mustache looks like Omni-Man's mustache.
it does. I can never have that.
Yeah.
I don't know how they do that or what kind of shaping needs to be done to get that Omni Man. But it's not possible for me. I don't think.
Would you be able to do the mustache that curls into your lip?
I could, but yeah, but I shave it above the lip because I don't like it. Like the only time I really trim it is just to keep it from going over my lip. But like I could get like that Wyatt Earp like straight over the lip, but it always feels weird to me. It bugs me.
Yeah. One day I'll do it just to piss people off. Piss my girlfriend
Wouldn't
off
piss
and
me
shit.
off. I would think it was
No,
wonderful. It'd be the best day of my life.
Yeah. I'd come in here speaking like Nacho Libre. It's the best.
These stretchy pants. She needs some stretchy pants.
Nacho. Grow out my hair, shave my beard, get a mustache.
I've been telling you
Whole Nacho
to
Libre.
do that. Just go to the Luis Guzman. I feel like that's what he does. He's old. He just grows everything out. He doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah, he definitely does not give a fuck. You telling me if I gotta do it?
I knew I would get a Luis Guzman impression if I brought him up.
I gotta do this interview. I gotta dress up nice. What the fuck,
Baby,
what the fuck?
that was good. I love that.
Gotta put on a tie and shit. All right. No. Every time we have this conversation, there's no surprise there. But Keanu Reeves says that it would be great to be part of the MCU. Very specifically, though, he wants to play. He wants to play Ghost Rider.
See,
And
haven't
I
we
can see
been
him as-
clamoring? We've all been clamoring
We've all been
for that. I
clamoring
mean,
for
I
it.
have. I know I have personally been clamoring for
It
this.
was always rumored, like people want him to play Ghost Rider,
Or
but I
Norman
think-
Reedus.
and
Either one of those two.
Norman Reedus was the last.
Like
the last
big
rumor,
rumor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was going around, and Norman Reedus would just
He's
play
a little
every
stiff.
other
He's
Norman
a little stiff.
Reedus.
Yeah.
He would play. He'd pretty much be playing the role he played in
Daryl.
Walking
Was he
Dead.
Daryl in Walking Dead?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, he'd be another Daryl.
I'd much rather have Keanu.
But I mean,
Reeves.
Keanu also doesn't have like the sickest range ever.
doesn't.
Like, I wouldn't, it's not night and day, but I feel like he would do the role more justice than Norman Reedus, but I wouldn't be mad at Norman Reedus.
No,
if they were like,
mad.
this is who we want to be Ghost Rider. I'd be like, okay, I get it.
I
Let's
hear
do it.
like, yeah, like I get into these, not because I don't really argue with anyone online, but
you do a little bit.
No, I've gotten better.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Good. I like that.
I've gotten better, but some people like will be outspoken about the fact that like Keanu Reeves, because we talked about Constantine, that clip blew up a little bit on TikTok and IG and stuff. So we get the comments, right? And people start talking about how, his latest movies haven't been that great. And I'm like, yo, what? Keanu Reeves has
Keanu Reeves is killing
acted like,
for sure.
Well, I'm just saying, Keanu Reeves has acted like Keanu Reeves his entire fucking career. So what the fuck? Like,
people know what they're getting.
That
like,
too.
So,
signing it
so
when they're
like
getting
in
them.
The Matrix, for you to blame Keanu Reeves for being the same fucking actor that he's been his entire career is bullshit. Like,
you blame
and they'll say like
sisters.
Ridiculous.
The Matrix sucked, and so then blame the Wachowskis who wrote this shit. You know what I mean? So it's like like his career is like, if it's bad writing. John Wick, after the first one, the rest of them that's writing. Like, that's all right. He has been consistent in his acting skills, his acting job. You're not getting anything spectacular from Keanu Reeves.
Do we all remember how shitty we thought John Wick was probably going to be before it came out? Like,
The
at least
original?
to me, yes, the original movie. Like, I had no idea what it was. It was just this Keanu Reeves action movie that was supposed to come out. I literally wrote it off as just some bullshit ass movie. And then I watched it and was like, holy fucking shit.
And I want to say that at that time, Keanu Reeves wasn't getting...
No, he wasn't. Like, John Wick put him back on.
Yeah.
But like, everyone thought that was like
100%.
a joke of
He
a
was
movie
doing, like,
coming out
romantic
before it
movies
dropped.
and shit.
Yeah.
And just
Little
whatever,
Lake
literally
House.
whatever he could get at that point, I feel like. And then there's like, an action movie. And I personally just wrote it off as, this is some bullshit right now.
I remember he fell off the map, did the one movie where he answered the door for
the chicks that locked him up in the apartment
two
there.
20-year-old chicks and whatever, and they did whatever.
I would have filmed that too. I can't even lie. So.
And then he did John Wick and blew right back the fuck up. But yeah, not when I see a Keanu Reeves movie, I am not expecting fucking Hamlet. I'm not expecting like crazy fucking action chops. I'm not expecting to be who's your guy? Daniel Day-Lewis flick,
That's my dude.
I'm expecting a Keanu Reeves movie. There's going to be some action. There's going to be a little bit of dialogue. He's going to be very dark and brooding, and that's pretty much it.
Do you guys think Daniel Day-Lewis could be John Wick better than Keanu Reeves? That's tough, right?
Maybe.
No.
Is that tough? That's
if he
not
allowed
tough.
himself to loosen the fuck up.
But I mean, I feel like he's a chameleon. He could do whatever he wants. If he wanted to get into that character, he would. You know what I'm saying? Because like that's Daniel Day-Lewis. But would it have been a better John Wick than Keanu did?
No. 100%.
I don't think so.
No.
100% no?
Because it doesn't always translate. It doesn't always translate
just because
well.
he hasn't doesn't mean he couldn't. If that's what he
don't think he
wanted to
can.
do. You don't think
are
he
giving
can?
the man too much credit.
I mean, to give one of the greatest actors of our time
specifically.
I'm not saying like maybe he was in a position he needed money and like he's fallen on hard times. He's like, this John Wick movie came up, but he brings those chops to that role. Could he?
It would be like a weird ass. It wouldn't be the action flick you know of it today.
Yeah, I think.
How do you know that, though?
So I think that it's an instance. The best comparison that I can think of right now is Back to the Future and Eric, what's his name?
Stoltz.
Stoltz. Where I don't know if you're familiar with that story, but Eric Stoltz, prior to Michael J. Fox taking the role of Marty McFly, Eric Stoltz took that role and they filmed a bunch of scenes And he wouldn't, because he was a mature actor and he was a real actor.
Yes.
He took the whole premise and thought it was something completely different and just did not grasp.
Like it was a
concept.
drama to him.
Like
He
it was
took
a
it too
drama. And they're
seriously.
like, yo, you need to like loosen the fuck up, blah, blah, blah. They filmed a bunch of scenes and like there are scenes of him like going back into time, into is it Sunnyvale or whatever. What I forgot.
Oh,
what
the town that he
yeah,
goes
whatever the
back
town
into.
was.
Yeah.
And he's
I don't
like
remember what
looking
it's called.
all serious and crazy. And then even after they filmed a bunch of scenes, Michael J. Fox agreed to come back. They came back to Michael J. Fox. He agreed to be tired or whatever and fly from, because he was doing
what was it?
Silver
Spoons?
So was it Silver Spoon?
Was it Silver Spoons? It was another. It was like that. I know what you're saying. Yeah. The Seavers. What was the Seaver family? That wasn't Silver Spoons.
No, it wasn't Silver Spoons. Silver Ties.
Silver Ties?
No. I don't know what the fuck.
Family Ties?
Family Ties.
Was it Family Ties?
No,
I think so.
The Seavers were
He's
Growing
like, no.
Pains.
Growing Pains. Was
no,
he was a friend
but
on
he was
Growing
Family
Pains?
Ties. He wasn't on
it was Family Ties.
Yeah,
he was on Family Ties.
He was in Family Ties.
We're casual nerds.
Fucking this up.
But
bad.
anyway,
I'm
so he couldn't take it because initially because he was
in
filming
Family Ties.
Family Ties at the time, and then he got the people to agree that he could go back and forth. He can film this, go back, film, and it wouldn't interrupt their shit. They all agreed, and then he did it, and we got these fucking one of the best trilogies of all time. So, but it almost went to fucking Eric Stoltz or whatever.
Yeah,
the fuck
and I mean,
his name
Eric
is.
Stoltz isn't Daniel Day-Lewis, but I understand your point.
But it's
of
just
the
a matter
story. Sure.
of
It's like it was the right place, right person, right time. And
sometimes
Keanu
things
is
can get
John
lost
Wick.
in that.
I was just curious if that skill, if you have a skill of that magnitude, can you translate that to anything that you want? And according to you guys, no.
I wouldn't assume so. But I mean, who knows?
That's what I'm saying.
He doesn't accept those roles. I haven't seen him do anything crazy like that.
But if he applied his trade and his skill and everything to it, I mean, if Keanu Reeves can go take some gun shooting courses and kill that role, why couldn't Daniel Day-Lewis?
I guess. I guess it's that whole method acting shit.
Yeah.
I'm not hating. I love Keanu. Keanu is
going to be walking around like John Wick all the time.
A thought-provoking question. That's all.
Anyway. So no, that's
okay.
the answer.
Okay.
Fucking,
no. That's the answer.
I'm just fucking around. All right. So last thing that I have here. So Deadpool, we all know it's been at the top of everyone's conversation because of Hugh Jackman coming back. It's gonna be awesome action.
So sick.
Yeah, we can't wait. Can't wait for it. So apparently, T.J. Miller came out and says that he will never work with Ryan Reynolds again, and it's weird that he hates me.
As if anyone was asking for TJ Miller to be in anything.
Right?
Yeah.
The bartender in Deadpool?
Yeah.
He was. Yeah, in the first one. He was funny. He was funny in that.
Oh, yeah, no. I used to be a TJ Miller fan, like a really big Silicon Valley. Erlich Bachman was one of my favorites. But just the more he talks, he needs to shut the fuck up, dude. Like, I don't know what his beef is. Like, I don't know the whole Ryan Reynolds story. But aside from all of this, he's, from what I read and can understand, not the best dude. So I'm really not.
There are a lot of
not the hugest
controversies attached to him.
There
isn't
are.
Yeah,
many.
I think we might have talked about that a while ago.
I think it came out that he had some kind of surgery or something like that, and that's what messed with his brain.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because he or at least that was his defense. Because remember, he called in a bomb threat. On a train or some shit.
Yeah.
And they tried to say that it was basically some brain surgery that he had that fucked him up.
That's weird. I'm not buying that.
So here are a couple of things. All right. So he came out and said that that he is not interested in returning for Deadpool 3 or working with Ryan Reynolds ever again. even if he were asked to do so after the pair had a weird moment together on set. He came out and said that as the character, he was like horrifically mean to me, but to me as if I'm Weasel. Like, what?
What? Like, he took the acting lines personally, like the dialogue was directed at TJ Miller and not Weasel.
Yeah, he said
the quote is great.
He said, he was like, you know what's great about you, Weasel? You're not the star, but you do just enough exposition that it's funny, and then we can leave and get back to the real movie. I guess Ryan Reynolds told him that in character, and he took it to heart.
That in character, it wasn't in the script, and he took it to heart. Because it probably was directed right at him.
Yeah.
Aww. Yeah, because he probably, exactly. He's not really that funny.
No, that's the thing. That's the sad thing,
he was
dude.
funny,
He was
though.
very
He was funny.
funny,
Yeah,
though,
he was
dude.
funny.
He was a real. I really enjoyed him.
Apparently,
when
he
he
was
left,
like a huge fucking dick.
Oh, a huge dick, dude. All
And
kinds.
if
That's
you're
why
a
he left
huge dick, it
Silicon
doesn't
Valley or
matter.
got
your-
fired from
your
Silicon
comedy
Valley.
chops.
Like,
Yeah.
right.
You start going downhill on the. It doesn't matter how funny you think you are. Like, you're a dick. Nobody wants to be around you.
Unless you're Louis C.K.
I think it was
Louis C.K.
a
wasn't a dick.
situation.
He just whipped it out.
Whipping it out, being a dick, same thing.
And same shit.
It's just showing your dick and being a dick.
No, TJ Miller really was a dick. Like, that's just, there's been so many accounts, you can't write that off. Like,
And I
he
think
was a
that's
dick,
probably
for sure.
why it was a shot at him.
Yeah.
Like, he probably did have a shot at him, but
I feel like that
because
stuff
he's
came
a
out
dick.
before Deadpool 2 as well. So if that was in Deadpool 2, like, he probably had it coming at that point.
Word.
Because he was already kicked off of Silicon Valley.
Yeah, he wasn't in part 2, right? It was just the first movie.
Was it?
First Deadpool?
No, I thought he was in the second one.
I thought he was
there
in
for
the
both of
second
them.
one. I thought
maybe.
I feel like everything came out right before Deadpool 2 was released, and there was like this controversy about like, are they gonna remove him, recast him, or any of that bullshit?
I feel like you're right.
I don't think he was in part 2.
No?
Oh yeah, he was.
Okay.
He's listed in the cast.
Yeah.
But it probably wasn't a big role as the first one. They probably chopped it down as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Like, fuck that dude. But anyway, I don't think we have anything else. You guys have anything else to add?
This has been a chock full episode, though. Like, I'm exhausted right now, dude.
Have you?
No.
I mean, are you exhausted?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Nice.
From work.
It's been a good one.
It's been it's been a day.
It has, honestly. Like, traffic and everything. It has been a whole shitty day, but this has been awesome.
Feels like we had a 4-day weekend. But it's all right.
We did have a 4-day weekend.
Well, you had a 4-day weekend.
I did, yes.
I did as well.
All right, guys. Well, if y'all don't have anything to add to this, where is it? Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you made it this far, that means you fuck with us and we fuck with you. So remember to rate, review, subscribe to the podcast on your favorite app. If you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, give us that 5-star review. Tell us how much you like us by leaving a review. And if you don't like us, leave it up there anyway. I'm kind of waiting for that anyway.
We're curious.
Yeah, we're curious. If on Spotify, I believe you can put a 5-star rating. If you are watching on YouTube and you made it this far, holy shit, do you fuck with us?
Holy shit.
But just remember, since you're here, go ahead, subscribe, hit that thumbs up, and tell us how much you like us in the comments as well. All right. And if you want to cop some merch, stay drippy with Drippy. Go to insensitivemerch.com and cop some gear. And also stay tuned for a little bit more of of our trip to
Comic-Con content. That content. Content.
Yes, sir. But other than that, we love you guys. Peace.
Peace.